Like with many things, it comes down to the differences in leadership approach, the range of standards being set, the difference in expectations, and the different mindset adopted by leadership and workers alike. Welcome to Moments with Marty, your short, sharp shot of leadership insight to help you to stay on track in between our weekly episodes of the No Bullshit Leadership podcast. I talk a lot about high performance, but what about the people who find themselves doing relatively mundane or low-value work? We tend to imagine occupations like cleaners or fruit pickers or production line workers when we think about mundane jobs. But you could also have many people in your teams who are doing these types of things. Think of payroll, accounts payable, and accounts receivable. What's more, even if your job is relatively exciting and challenging, there are always going to be some deliverables that are rather more mundane. Now, I remember as a young software developer, for me, the mundane was documentation. And I wasn't alone. Because coders were so negligent in documenting their work, it spawned a whole new job category, technical writers. They would do the job that the coders couldn't, or wouldn't. In episode 151 of the podcast, I spoke about the documentary film American Factory. It demonstrated the massive contrast in how two different cultures approach what we would consider to be repetitive, low-skilled, albeit critical work. Like with many things, it comes down to the differences in leadership approach, the range of standards being set, the difference in expectations, and the different mindset adopted by leadership and workers alike. This prompted me to create my 6 top tips for leading process workers. Tip number 1, show the people that they matter. No matter how mundane the job, they are still human beings. Now, there are lots of ways to show people they matter, but start by being really clear that you care about their well-being above everything else. And when they talk, make sure you listen to them. Tip number 2, show people how they make a difference. Now, it's important that people see how they contribute to the overall purpose and strategy of the organisation. And low-skilled workers are no different. Tip number 3, give them an external focus. Don't let your people become insular in their thinking. As long as people are focused on making improvements to compete against something or someone else, they can't help but shift their focus away from their normal egocentric view of the world. This can relieve the boredom, and it can keep any notion that they don't matter well at bay. Tip number 4, provide visibility of information. Now, I think it's preferable to give people as much information on business performance as you possibly can. If you get as close to open book management as you feel is sensible, you'll get people's buy-in to the overall performance of the company, not just the immediacy of their own role. Tip number 5, give people some self-determination and choice. With less educated or low-skilled workers, it's much easier to fall into a command and control mode. Don't just tell people what to do, even if their work is relatively straightforward. As with all good leadership, you need to make it clear what result you need, but to give your people some say in how that's achieved. And finally, number 6, rally them around a compelling goal. An external threat can sometimes be a rallying point for your people, regardless of the type of jobs they do. We need to recognise the nuances of leading people to do boring work and give them the best leadership we possibly can. Just because their jobs might not seem that exciting or high value doesn't change the fact that, like anyone else in the workforce, they deserve competent leadership. It's a right, not a privilege. If you want to take a deeper dive into how you can motivate your people to excel in the mundane and uninteresting, have a listen to episode 151 of the No Bullshit Leadership podcast, Motivating Process Workers. We'll leave a link in the show notes. I really hope you enjoyed this moment and that it gives you that extra little spark to be a no bullshit leader.